Hi everybody, this is Diane. I had a fun day yesterday with my friend Debbie and her husband Rich. Hi Debbie. She watches sometimes. She said she likes to hear my voice, so she'll put on a video just to hear my voice sometimes. So we took a trip to Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. We were there a few years ago. Here's the state of Pennsylvania. I live way up here close to the New York border, and they live a little further down in Wyalusing, and this is where we were. Lewisburg. Philadelphia is over here, and Pittsburgh is over here. Our state capital is down here, Harrisburg. And Lancaster and Hershey are right around in that area too. So, oh, and The Office, Scranton. The Office TV show was set in Scranton. I don't think it was filmed there, but that was where their show was set. So anyway, we went to Lewisburg and we went to RollerMills Marketplace. It's this big building that used to be a mill for feed grains. And Rich, who is a farmer, said that they used rollers instead of grinders, so that's why it's called RollerMills, and it's huge, as you can see. And it just has different vendors. It says 400 antique dealers. So that was the first place we went, and I got this much there. So, you know, I am still trying to be careful. I'm not purchasing things just for the sake of reselling, but if I purchase something, there are some things here that I wanted some, but I don't need all of it, so some of it will go into my shop. First of all, let me show you this beautiful little piece. It's a lipstick holder. I added my own lipsticks to it. Isn't that beautiful? I love her, and of course, she has nothing to do with junk journals, but I thought you'd like to see her, so she'll go on my vanity in my bedroom. Put her in a safe place. So what did I pick up for junk journals? I got 2 bags of keys. They're little brass keys, and they were $1.25 a bag. No, $1.50 a bag. One of them has more than the other. I didn't really care. I just grabbed a couple bags. But they're just little brass keys. And I thought they're the perfect size to hang off of the spine of a journal. I am not sure what the numbers here are for, but I don't really care. They're the numbers on the key, but I don't know what it means. But I'm just going to hang them off a journal. And I got this bag of saver stamps. I have lots of saver stamps, but these look like ones that I don't have, and I thought they looked pretty unique. So I grabbed the bag, and they were, this shop, I got quite a few items from this one shop, and they were, I think, 20% off, which I didn't even realize till I got home and I was going over my receipt. This is Town & Country. Very pale blue or gray with burgundy printing. I've never seen those before. And Merchant's Green Stamps. I love this. And there's some more here. I haven't even gone through this. I wanted to go through it with you. Here's some more red and green ones. This is also Merchant's Green Stamps, but they look different. They look like maybe they're older. I don't know. Maybe they're newer. And these I've seen before. Stop, Save Stamps. So I think they're called triple S stamps, maybe. And then these bright orange ones, aren't they pretty? Let me see if I can see a name. Oh, it's plaid. I've seen plaid stamps before, but I think they were red. It's got a Scottish person. Some more of those. And then we come to the books. This is Top Value Stamps, and this is, looks like it's empty. But I thought the picture on it was really neat. I've never seen this book before. And there are no stamps in it, so it's a clean slate book. Oh, this has the little plaid elephant. I've seen him. I just saw a picture of him there. The little plaid elephant. I've seen this book before, Family Stamps. This one feels, yep, it's full. But none of these are the usual green stamps that we have in my area. Here's a larger book with that picture on it. And again, this one is empty. These feel empty. Oh, this one has a few. That's what the top value stamps look like. And here is a top value golden stamp book, limited edition, contains 1 page, 50 free top value stamps. Toppy says, follow me to merchants that display this sign. So now I know the plaid elephant's name is Toppy. It says it right on his hat. So this must have been the free page of stamps. Oh, maybe not. I guess it's this. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You can't use them anymore. That's in good shape. Here's another Toppy book, top value. Got another one and some more stamps and another Toppy book. That's full, and another one of these. So these say top value too, but the picture is different. So some of the stamps might go in my shop, and I have to look at what I have left of my other stamps that I already have, and see if I can put a bundle together. Since I have plenty of stamps and I've just added more, we'll just see what I have. I'll see what I can come up with to put in my shop. I got 3 buckle cards, and one of them has 2 buckles. And they had a lot of buttons. This vendor had a lot of buttons with this card, but I believe that these are copies. These are not vintage button cards. So she made copies of these cards and then sewed buttons and buckles to the cards. That's a lot of work. But this one is a metal one, and it has the, whatever you call that part. And then these are slides. I love that diamond shape. And I think also so these were 20% off, and all of these were 20% off, because I think they all came from the same vendor. This one is a blotter. So it was $1, but then I paid 80 cents for it. It's got a stain in the corner, but it's so cute. It's actors on a stage, theatrical cat and a musician, and people are throwing things at him. Do not take all the credit unless it is due. And this pack had 2 postcards in it. I was selective in the postcards. I didn't take all the $1 postcards. Some of them were $3 or $5. But I selected a few that were $1, and then I paid 80 cents for them. But this one was $2, but it had 2 cards in it. 1910. And this one was 80 cents. 1912. It says, hello, this is from New York. I hope it's not glaring. And it's not used. And this was a fun find. These were in a packet like this, but it did say on the sticker that there were 3 hotel baggage tags in here. Look at that. Carlton House, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh's newest and finest completely air-conditioned hotel. I love these, and there are 3, and I paid, I think they were $2, so I paid $1, whatever 20% off is. $1.60, I think. This was also $2, but it was 20% off, and it is an envelope that had hosiery in it. I want to take it out so you don't get a glare. And it's got a pebbled texture, like some of those vintage ice cream wrappers, like the popsicle wrappers. Sorry for the crinkling. And I just thought it was so neat. It says in pencil right here, $4, but it was marked $2 on the outside, and then I got it 20% off. I love it. Looks like it's from the 20s. Hugs the ankle snugly. They sell because they satisfy. And it has different sizes available. Tells you what size of hose to get for your size of shoe. This is for children. I guess that would apply to children. Oh, also shoes to hose size. I don't think that would work. And then I got 2 books. The Camel with the Wrinkled Knees. This is a Little Color Classics. Of course, this is a Raggedy Ann story. Love the bright pictures. 1951. Okay, it's torn at the bottom there. Look at those pretty pictures. So it's in actually good condition, except the cover's not in great shape. This one is in really good shape. I got this one because it was one of my daughter's very favorite golden books. We read this story a lot, and she was a good helper. She liked being a helper, and this story is called The Big Enough Helper. And this is 1978, but it is in excellent condition. So I'm going to make my daughter a surprise journal for her birthday in August. I think she'll be happy with that. Her other favorite golden book was Bialowski's Picnic, Bialowski Bear. And I already made her a Bialowski journal. So now she can have another one that she doesn't even know about. This was something different. This is some crepe paper, and it's black and pink. I'm going to try a little bit with the dyeing, see if it'll leach the color out and dye some paper, but I don't want black. I don't want to dye stuff black. But I can try to make things with it. But it was a good price. It was $3 for all of this, but I got it mainly for this right here, which I'll show you in a bit. I like this wrapper too. It's cracked and torn, but I'll see if I can make something with it. And then there was another package of crepe paper. It was a bigger package. It was a different vendor, and it had a lot of colors, and I was so curious about how much it was. I could not find the price. And I thought, with all of those colors, I would love to try to dye paper and stuff with it. But they couldn't sell it because I couldn't. I mean, she didn't even look for a price. I said, I'd like to know how much this is. I can't find the price. And she automatically said, well, I can't sell it then. I said, well, I was hoping you could find out the price. And so she took it because I told her what the vendor number was, and she couldn't get a hold of the vendor, so I didn't buy it. And it was probably too much anyway. So this was also in the crepe paper package. It says 48 general gift seals from AmeriCard, and I think that it was 4 sets of 12. And these are, it's like a little tablet. You can separate them easily. I counted one of the packs and it had 11, but I may have miscounted. Maybe 2 were stuck together, because I figured if it has that many in it, it was probably 12 to begin with, and 4 of them would make 48. So I'm very happy to have these little stickers. So I paid $3 for these plus the crepe paper. And I got a pack of bingo cards because they were a good price. Like, I have a lot of bingo cards, but I like these red ones. And then I have all of these. So that means I'll be putting more bingo cards in my shop. And I picked this up. It was, was it? I'm not sure if it was at the one that was 20% off. It was in that same area. Yes, it was. So this was the shop that was 20% off. So I picked up a lot of things from her. But it's the Tom Tierney paper doll images, and it says, "Where did you find that fabulous vintage hat? RollerMills Antique Mall, booth TSK." Because she did have some vintage hats in her booth. I thought that was cute. Then we went just a little ways away, very, very, like, I don't know, 4 blocks away, and there was another shop called Street of Shops, and we were there before. The same time we went to, of course, the RollerMills, we went to the Street of Shops. Oh, they're the same, they're owned by the same person. It says visit our other location, RollerMills. Okay. So, but a lot of these shops, there's a little restaurant thing, like a little snack. They have desserts, and I don't know what else they have there. We didn't go to that, but they have a lot of shops that are not vintage. They're like country style or rustic or whatever, but they did have some vintage stuff. We didn't go through the whole place because, again, it's huge. It does have a restaurant. And we were tired. Our feet were tired. So I got some fun things there, though. I did get 3 golden books. They were $1.50 each. This one is a real thick one. It's one of the old ones, and it's in pristine condition. Or maybe it's a remake of it, because that green cover is not. Let me just see what it says inside. Commemorative facsimile edition. Good, because I thought, as I'm showing it to you, I thought if it's that pristine and that old, I might not want to cut it up. But it's not. It's originally 1942, but it doesn't have, I don't know. I don't know what the new date is. So I think I've had this before, and it was an old one, and it was in rough shape, and the pages were fragile. But this will be fun to cut up. This one, I didn't even realize how bad the cover was. I'm going to try to glue it down. But it's an Eloise Wilkin. It just looks a little bubbly, so I don't know how it'll be when I glue it down. It's the golden book about birds. Oh, it's messy here, too. I might just have to cut this up for the images. And the little golden book of hymns, another Eloise Wilkin. And we've seen this before, most of us. This is from 1980, this printing. It's much older than that originally. So that's what I got besides this other fun stuff at this particular mall, shopping mall. All of these things were from one booth, and I didn't really know what they were. I just grabbed them because the price was so good. And so this is what I'm thinking I'm going to have to put in my shop. I would like you to tell me if this is something you'd be interested in. I would combine, make a collection of some of these things and put them in bundles in my shop. Well, when I got home and was going through them, I can tell that they are, I don't think they're very old, but I can tell they're from a dry cleaner. And so these are different ephemera pieces that the dry cleaner would use, and they're so bright. I love the colors. Let's take a look at them. I have these rolls of tickets, and of course these were the first things I saw, and I grabbed them to see how much they were, and it said $3. And I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what kind of tickets they were. I just saw they were pretty colors, and they were $3, so I grabbed one of every color. Even the purple. And they're not super thin. They're not as sturdy as some of the, you know, like raffle tickets and stuff like that, but this is great. So these will make really wonderful embellishments in journals. Please let me know if you've seen anything like these before. You can probably buy them online, I don't know. I won't open all of these because you can see the size and what the tickets look like. They just have different numbers on them. I'm so happy with these. I was so excited. Debbie and Rich were kind of laughing at me. I was like, guys, look. And then these are like maybe, well, I thought they were when you pick a number and then you're in line and they call your number. I don't know if that's what they are, but that's what they kind of look like. And I got both. One of them was 2 and one was 3. This one was 3. But I saw all the colors in here, so looks like I'd have to unroll quite a lot to see what the different colors signify. But it's just a thin white ticket. And it says Cleaner's Supply. Oh, I tore off part of the ticket, I think. Doesn't really matter which way it goes, but this would constitute one ticket. And apparently it probably goes like that. And I don't know how many tickets are on each roll, but there's a lot. So I just want to see this one. Maybe it'll take too long to get it open. Just when I think I have it, I don't. There we go. Okay, it has the little pink leader on it, just a piece of tape. But it's just numbers. But I'm not going to unroll it to look at the other colors. But when I put bundles together, I will definitely have to unroll it and get to some of the other colors. So that's fun. And then there were these bundles that were miscellaneous, and I was quite curious about them. This one says, and I didn't even read these, I was just grabbing things. This one says complaint, and then it says reason. So this bundle would constitute some ephemera to record customers' complaints or possible complaints, because some of the cards are like an explanation that the cleaner attaches to the garment. It says this button has been replaced free as a part of our service. Unfortunately, that card got stapled in. Oh, my knees are very sore today. I hope you don't mind taking my time going through this. I have another bundle after we're done with these, we went to a Ben Franklin on our way home, which we also did a few years ago when we made this trip. Because this particular Ben Franklin has like a whole fabric store in the back of it. It's part of the Ben Franklin, but it's like a quilt shop. Beautiful fabrics. So, all right, here's this little ticket, measured dry cleaning and skilled professional care for your knitted wear. Oh, okay. To ensure proper fit of your knitted wear, it is measured before dry cleaning and then blocked to the proper size. Wow. There's just 2 cards. It is. Oh, that's neat. I only have, these are the only 2 I have of these. I like that. And then this is a ticket that the size is written down on. But I got a whole pack of those. This says customer knows condition, just do the best possible. So I've got a bunch of those. I love these packs with the miscellaneous things in them. Vinyl and polyurethane garment release. Many vinyl and polyurethane garments are improperly labeled as dry clean only. The fact is that most vinyls may be adversely affected by the solvent used in dry cleaning, while wet cleaning, using water instead of solvent, may result in shrinkage of the fabric lining. So this is a release. So the customer has to sign that they have read and agree, and they will release the cleaner of any responsibility for shrinkage or damage to their garment because they were warned. And I got a few of the pink cards. And then these little cards that would attach to the garment. This button has, oh, it would attach right on the button. This button has been replaced. So it might not match buttons that are on the garment. So that's put on there as an explanation. They might have the right size, but not, they can't have every button. But must be there was a missing button. So as a free service, they would use that. So let's take a look at these. These, it says, please water repel. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what water repel means, but I don't know why it says it on these tags. So we have the pink ones that we already saw. This is for a dress or a top to get the measurements. It has all the measurements: bust, waist, hip 7 inches below waist or 14 inches below waist, front length, front shoulder to waist, upper sleeve width, you know, all the measurements. And then we have one for pants. And I just thought they were so fun and unique, and I love the color. It's perfect. They're not even ugly colors. And then this last box, now this was $7 for this box. I don't remember what this was. It was cheap. I don't remember. But these 2 packets were $3. Oh, I didn't open this one. These were $3, so this was probably $5, and then this pack was $7. Let's take a look at this one, though. This one says special for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then you could draw the clock on there. So I think this was a different type of ticket that the cleaner may have used, and I don't have any of them in here. It was just used to seal this bag shut. And out of all the vintage things that I purchased, I think this batch of stuff had me the most excited. We tried and tried and tried, but we could not remove the original hem or crease line. And This says medium starch. This little book attached this stub to invoice. So is it a claim ticket? I don't know. But they're fun. Fun, colorful tickets. A few more of these measurement cards. And 2 more of these. Yay, now I have 4 of those. Must be they were put in this package as a backing card. This is just fun. I just love this stuff. Okay, so then this was $7. But look at all these tickets. Got a lot of these red ones. Do they all say 1? Yep. So, oh, okay, the tickets are color-coded for their numbers. Whatever the numbers mean, the red ones are number 1. And look at them all. It says Louisville, Kentucky. It's got that metal corner protector on it. It does. The box does look a little old, but I don't know. There's no date on it. And the green ones are number 5. And oh, we've got more of these orange ones. Wow, got a lot of those. This one says box storage. Got a little hole in it. And this is a repair tag in pink. Instructions, customer name, and then this is attached to the invoice, and this is for the tailor's record. Love them. And more of these box storage tickets. Wow, all of this was so much fun. Tell me what you think of these. And then we went to Ben Franklin, like I said, and I did get some fabrics. Now, the last time we went to this Ben Franklin is where I purchased some layer cake. I think I got 3 layer cake fabric bundles, and they're not cheap from a quilt shop, but I splurged and got 3 different ones. Some were Kathy Holden, or at least one was, the Flea Market Fresh. So I looked at, they have a ton of layer cakes, and I got one. I wasn't going to get any, but just before, one of the last places I looked, I saw this one, and I thought it was perfect. So I'm thinking I might make some fabric flips and fabric pockets and things out of some of these fabrics and put them in my shop. So there's some lavender, several different prints in each color, and I don't know what the CD stands for, but it's Cottage, Timeless Treasures, ttfabrics.com. So it's not Moda fabrics. The other layer cakes that I've gotten are Moda. Then we have blue and the pink. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And there are 42 pieces. So it's just lavender, blue, and pink. I love them. Were you able to see? Was I showing you enough? Look at that. How pretty. I want to see this design. Oh, that's this. Okay. And I picked up one. I don't even know what this size is called. It's 2.5 inch square. Is this a charm pack? And this one is Moda, and it was on sale for $3.74. But I thought perfect for little red, white, and blue colors for a patriotic journal. You get a big variety of prints and just a tiny amount of money. There are 42 squares in it. They had these crochet trims were 50 cents a yard, so I got 3 yards of each. This one is just a white crochet with pink and a white crochet with blue. I thought those were ones I would use. And so I splurged on the layer cake, and this was another splurge. This was a collection of fabrics. They may have had a layer cake of this, I don't know, but I just selected 6 prints in this minty or aqua. I think it's, I don't know what color it is, but it's a pale green. I'd say mint, I guess, and pink and red. So a small floral print, a larger floral print, and this color of green with the white. So these are the minty background ones, and I got one red. Love that pattern, and I got it in the pink color also. And then this one with the pink background. It's the same as this one. I got a half yard of each. And that's my haul. Did you have a favorite item from today? I got a lot to choose from, so tell me what your favorite or your favorites are, because it's really hard to pick one. If I had to pick just one, although I love these fabrics and I love my hosiery envelope and all the fun things, all those cleaner tickets, I think you just can't beat that. That's my favorite. But that's a combined, all of the cleaner items are my favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Come on back to see what I do with some of these things. I'll see you soon. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.